Well, at the age of 47, she thought she was going to die. At 59, she defies ageing. Dr. Vonda Wright is now reaching and teaching millions of people right around the world how to age with power.
An expert on bone health, Dr. Wright is reshaping how we think about health and the easy everyday actions we can take to live better for longer, which is what everyone wants to do.
Yeah, what an absolute treat to be joined by Dr. Vonda Wright now in the studio. Hello to you. There is so much we could talk to you about. Your research is just so wide-ranging. But let's start with lifespan versus healthspan. What's the difference and why is it important?
So, you know, the wonderful news about living in Australia is that your lifespan for women is 85, for men is 81, which is much longer than other countries in the world. But the health span portion, those years where we're living without the tragedy of disease, is only 63. So it begs the question, what are we doing for those 20 extra years? But the good news is we can influence how we live for those last 20 years.
What about then menopause? Because I read with interest that your experience was a shock to you. So what are some of the big misunderstandings?
Well, you know what, I still find that despite all the conversation, the fact that women are going to hit a rapid aging period around their mid-40s because of perimenopause and menopause is a surprise. And it certainly was to me at 47, which you wouldn't think it would have been given that I study aging and longevity. But what
You're a surgeon. You were
and I'm a
nurse.
surgeon. Yes. You would have think I would have known. But when I had hot flashes that woke me up, heart palpitations, I had brain fog that made me forget nouns, not to mention all the things that happen when estrogen leaves us that we can't perceive, like changes in our heart, changes in our bone. We will lose 20% of our bone density in the years surrounding our perimenopause. So it's really important that women just begin talking about what's going to happen.
One of the things that I love about you is that as an orthopaedic surgeon, you don't go straight for the scalpel, although I know that you use more keyhole surgery now, but you actually talk about how people can take control of their lives and their health. And a lot of that is through strength.
So you're right. I'm a whole person surgeon, meaning just because it's your shoulder doesn't mean that's the only part we focus on. But the reality is that there are many lifestyle interventions that we can use to get out of pain. For instance, if someone comes to me with knee pain, the common thought is, well, I'm just going to rest that. The reality is the stronger the muscles we have surrounding our knee joints, our glutes, our quads, the less pain we'll be in. So the stronger we are, the longer lasting our life will be, and frankly, the less musculoskeletal pain that you'll be in.
What about then the other parts of that? You've got exercise and diet. How do they play in?
So we have mobility through cardiovascular fitness. Our heart disease is still the #1 killer of men and women in the world, so we must be exercising, doing aerobics. #2, we must be lifting weights. When it comes to nutrition, we could go on and on and on, but I want to focus on people getting enough protein in our diets, enough fiber. Women need 30 grams of fiber, and everyone hates it when I say it, we must eliminate sugar from our diets.
Yep, okay. If someone is watching at home today, they know that they need a knee replacement, they feel really, really immobile. Does that idea of while they might be waiting for surgery, should they be moving now?
Actually, the stronger we are going into a major surgery, like a knee replacement, the better our outcomes will be. So I always advise my patients to do something that we call prehab. So if it hurts to run around on hard ground, let's find a pool. This is Australia, and I saw some gorgeous pools where you can get stronger without pounding.
Yeah, okay. All right, just talk us through what a week looks like in terms of what you say for movement.
Right. So every day we should be as fidgety as possible. Get up and down from our desks, stand up and down, go for a walk at lunch. That kind of baseline activity is very important. 3 hours a week, we need to be doing brisk walking. And twice a week, at the end of those walks, we need to speed up a little bit. That's the 45-minute walks. The thing we cannot forget to do is lift weights, preferably heavy weights, twice a week. But let's not forget a really important part of aging and frailty is falling down. We can retrain our balance every day when we're brushing our teeth, standing on one leg, so that we're less apt to fall down.
If that list looks really daunting to someone, can they just start by, I think you say, walk around your dining table?
Let's just go. Like,
Get moving.
Leave your dishes on the table. Nobody's coming for you. Get up and let's take a walk. Because that in itself will help your metabolism, will help your muscles gain strength. And after you've done it 7 days, in running circles, we call it a streak. And you don't want to stop that streak you have going. So it's as easy as that.
And just on the heavy, just a quick one on the heavy lifting. So a lot of people will be going, well, hang on a second, I haven't been into weights my whole life. How am I going to start now? And what is heavy? You know, what do I identify as heavy? Is it chin-ups, push-ups, body weight? What are you doing?
So, you know, if we haven't done anything for quite a while, let's just start with where we are. For some people, getting them off the couch with no hands is a difficulty. We start where we are with the goal of in 6 or 9 months that we are lifting with actual weights in a gym. And the reason I say heavy is because when we're midlife and beyond, we're really lifting for strength, which means heavier weights, fewer reps, and power so that we don't fall down.
Yeah. Dr. Vonda, it's fascinating to talk to you, and I think just amazing how you look at the whole person. A lot of that came from being a cancer nurse for 6 years, and that made you realise about, you know, how important it was to look at every part of a person. Thank you so much for coming in.
It's been my pleasure.
I really appreciate it. And you can find Dr. Vonda's book in stores and online. It's called Unbreakable, A Woman's Guide to Ageing with Power.